Hi, I'm John Terzak, and I'm going to answer a simple question, but a very delicious and good question, which is how to make fresh roasted tomato sauce. We're going to roast off these tomatoes, and we're going to puree them after we take the skin off. We're going to make two different sauces here, one Italian and one Mexican, just to show you the variations on how you might want to manage your roasted tomato sauce. So all of these, I cut the cores out and I scored the top with a cross. So I did to all of these what I'm doing to this one right here. Could you use a little tomato shark for this? Absolutely. Exit. Now there's two ways of roasting it. You can roast them straight up in the oven, or you can put them under a broiler. Either way works. Today we're going to roast them straight in the oven. The oven's on 550. And I'm going to put them down close to the heat element there. And we're going to come back in about 20 to 30 minutes when they're all soft and mushy and roasted. And we're going to pull all the skins off after they cool off a little bit, put them in a container and puree them. And then divide them, like I said, and make two different sauces out of it. So I'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes with the tomatoes. And I'm going to take them out and let them cool. As you can see, they're brown. As soon as these cool off, we're going to pull these skins right off like it's nothing and make the sauce. I'll be back in about 30 minutes, give or take. Give these guys a chance to cool off. And then while they're still warm, we're going to puree them. Okay, see you in about half an hour. Okay, the tomatoes are all cooled off, and I have a bunch of stuff up here on the table to make the Mexican style roasted tomato sauce and a little simple Italian version, just to give you a couple of directions to take with this. So first we're going to take all the skins off. I took the skin off of that one. Just throw the tomatoes in here. This is a pretty quick. Notice how the skins just come rolling off. Now we're not peeling and seeding, we're just peeling. We want this tomato juice that's in this pan mixed into there. That's why I'm keeping the skin separated from the pan rather than using the pan as the garbage can. On the Mexican side here, I've got some fresh raw onion and some cilantro, and I'm going to puree that together. One of the things the Mexicans do a lot with their sauces is they puree raw onion in sauces as a part of the wholesale business of cooking Mexican food. First time I got turned on to that many years ago, I was surprised. I said, well, hey, aren't you going to cook those onions a little first? I said, no, we don't do it like that in Mexico. So we just about got the tomatoes done. It's a simple sauce, but there's something about the roasting and a little bit of the blackening process here that gives the flavor a little the tomato a little roasty flavor that it doesn't get any other way. I mean, you could put this underneath a broiler, of course, like I mentioned, but there we go. Now let's give this a little zap. Whoa! Flying tomatoes. That's why we have a time period called cleanup. Okay, this is about done. Earthy looking chunky sauce. See here? I want to taste that too before we take another step further in terms of dividing this. That's a fun little sauce. Now, first, the Mexican version. I have a little bit of cilantro and some raw onion here. I'm going to put half of this sauce in here. And I'm going to squeeze a little bit of lime in here. And you could put like a little fresh jalapeno or a little bit of uh, serrano or something like that. I'm going to put a little pinch of chipotle that's been pureed in adobo sauce in there just to give it a little bitty tiny bite. Now let's see if I can pull this off in this little container. Yes, I can. No, I can't. Tell you what, let's do this. Let's put the one for the chopped basil in here. Let's put this one in here. How's that? I've been known to change things in midstream many times, and this is a good reason to. Okay. First time I learned how to puree raw white onions in the tomato sauce, Mexican tomato sauce, and it started changing colors. I said, oh, but look, it's going to change colors. She said, oh, that's the way it's supposed to look. I said, oh, okay. That's good. Let's put a little bit of salt in there. Let's give that a mix. And let's put some of that on a plate for you. You can get a good view of what this looks like. And that looks like a nice Mexican tomato sauce. And it's got that little zingy flavor to it. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. I'm going to wash this off before I stick it in there with the other one. Be right back. Okay, I went and rinsed it off. I don't even need it anyway. I'm just going to... this tomato sauce is already pureed. In terms of the Italian version, which I really like, is I'm going to take some fresh basil. Let's chop that. Let's get that stem out of there. You can use straight up raw garlic, or I happen to have roasted garlic on hand, so I'm going to put a little bit of roasted garlic puree in there. Tablespoon I put in there. Let's put some couple of nice tablespoons of extra virgin oil in there. A little bit of black pepper. A little bit of salt. Give it a whirl. This looks really good. This is the kind of tomato sauce that you want to serve with simple things like brajol or some kind of little cold, this is a cold pasta sauce in a New York minute. It's good. Needs a little more salt. And in this case, this needs a pinch of sugar. Put just a little bit of sugar in there. Give that one more taste. I like both of these for what they are. Nice. And there's your little Italian version of the roasted tomato sauce. Voila. Roasted tomato sauce. Little Mexican direction, little Italian direction, same thing. I suppose you could do an Indian direction with this too. I put some Indian spices in it and on and on and on and on. Enjoy it. Thank you.